Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another apartment renovation. I am back in the world of Evergreen Harbor, and we are decorating Pinecrest Apartments number 402, which I think is my favorite apartment in this world. And this one is going to be autumn or fall inspired because we are officially in the season of autumn here now in the Northern Hemisphere. And it is my favorite season. I am very excited about it. I've never been a fan of summer, so I am so glad that the temperatures are getting cooler, the leaves are changing, and I wanted to do something in game that was inspired by this season. So we are decorating this apartment, and I really wanted to mess around with colors and have it have a fall theme, but like not overly in the stereotypical fall color palette. So I started with like dark browns and like going for that, but I ended up using some more like dusty pinks and greens in this space, and I absolutely adore how this comes out. So let me know what you think about this color palette that I use throughout this space. And if you do like this apartment and you would like to download it, I will have it available on the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi, and you can also find it under the hashtag MissGryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. As you saw in the beginning here, the floor plan came together very, very quickly, and then we were working on the kitchen space. I was very excited to use some of the new crops and various items that we got with Cottage Living for some fall themed builds. So I'm definitely doing that over here. We have some pumpkins over on this table and some flowers, some seeds. We get a little mushroom over here as well. And I think that's some sort of treat that you can give to your cows. So I just thought it looked cute. And then I ended up putting a couple of planters under there as well. I was thinking they probably grow some things in their apartment and they store their extra planters underneath that table. And then I'm just continuing to clutter up the kitchen. I will be coming back to it too because I felt like it wasn't cluttered enough, and then the colors in that rug that I put under the table really inspired the rest of the color scheme. I thought that that matched nicely with the cabinets, and then it worked perfectly with the sofa from Cottage Living, so I had to tie that in as well. And I also really liked the yellow chairs I put at the table, which are from the Cats and Dogs pack, and then this coffee table as well. It's like a palette that is painted green. And I just think it looks so pretty. I'm not really sure what I'm titling this build yet, this apartment. It feels a little bit like crafty, a little bit eclectic. It's non-traditional fall colors in my opinion. And I'm not really sure what I'm going to name it. I think this sim is really into plants. You'll see we'll have a little bit more of that later on. And then I got this base king shelf over here, which is honestly one of my favorite ones. Also, I keep trying to put televisions on the fireplace over here, but I end up taking them off a little bit later because I end up grabbing a table to put directly across from the sofa to put a television on, or well, not a table. I used this hutch that came with Jungle Adventure because I thought it would be cute to clutter up with additional things. And since this is an apartment on the smaller side, it would also be like storage for your kitchen and stuff, and you know, you could decorate it as well. And I absolutely needed to include this basket from Cottage Living because it's cute, because it's got blankets and pillows and stuff in it. But it's perfect in fall because it's got a pillow with a pumpkin on it. So I needed to include that. And then I get a poof over here as well. It's just like a little stool from Cats and Dogs. It just matched nicely with the color scheme I had going on in this space. And I realized I forgot to talk about the light that I put in the kitchen over the table. That is from Eco Lifestyle. And I immediately knew I wanted to put that in this space because it's a round lamp. It's like a modern, trendy looking lamp to put in this space, but it's got fall leaves in it. And I just thought it was really cute. And then I also put these books in the middle of the table. That is a side table from Cats and Dogs. It's like a trunk with a bunch of books on top of it. So I scaled it down and put it in the middle of the table so it looked like there was a collection of books up there. I also added cross stitching into this apartment, so there is that bucket of the materials you would need in the hutch, and I ended up putting like an empty one up here on the fireplace as well. I don't think you can get decorated ones without doing so through gameplay. At least I couldn't find any in the debug catalog, so I just added an empty one up there, but I thought that would be a cute place to display some of your cross stitch. I was really thinking that this sim was into more of those fall activities and like cottage living activities. So cross stitching and making sure they have some like really pretty plants that are growing and growing some of their own vegetables and stuff, even though they are in an apartment. I did think about them being into other crafts and maybe some painting and things like that. I dabbled with the idea of having like the crafting stuff from Nifty Knitting, but honestly, the swatches are so difficult to use. I cut out that whole thing because I couldn't figure out how to make it work with the more muted color palette that we were using in this space. So I ended up using some vertical planters and this decorative like planting station from Eco Lifestyle. I feel like it fits the theme of this apartment so incredibly well in the color scheme, and I just really like it. So I thought that that would be a fun way to decorate this apartment and a fun like hobby for this sim to have, because usually when I have a sim that's into plants, they're into like lots of plants, not like growing their own vegetables and stuff in their apartment. It's just like, I have plants everywhere. This is this one. This is the proper name for this. And like, you know, I make lots of plant mom apartments, and I'm sure there'll be more in the future. That's one of my favorite things to do. For some reason in the game and in real life, I guess, I really enjoy plants. In real life, though, they're all fake. And I guess in The Sims, they're technically fake as well. But I can't keep things alive. But they're so pretty. I like how much life even fake plants add to a space. So, definitely want to have that in there. And then I ended up using this lamp in the bedroom space. I thought about having it in the living space, but I couldn't find enough room for it. That is like a light shining at a chair, and it has like some books and plants and like wine. And so I incorporated some painting into here as well. Like, I think they have a lot of different hobbies, like I had mentioned, some cross stitching, some planting, some painting. I could see them really enjoying pottery if there was a pottery skill in The Sims 4. Oh my gosh, imagine if you could be really into plants and you're also really into pottery and you make your own pots for your plants. That's like a dream. I really enjoy pottery. I haven't done it since college, and it's been something on my to-do list that I really want to find some free time and find a studio not too far from me that I can go to and just spend some time making some stuff. And hopefully I can find time to do that sometime soon. It's just really fun, and I was decent at using a pottery wheel. I much preferred making things on the wheel versus just like hand pinching. So maybe sometime soon. Let me know if you guys are into pottery. I'd be very curious to hear about that. But anyway, I have this room, which is a lot more muted in colors. It's more like browns and like cozy tones. And I feel like it still has that autumn feeling to it without having those like in your face autumn colors. Let me know if you agree with that. But I was really happy with how this bedroom came out. It's super cozy. I have the bed kind of tucked up against the window, and then we have a dresser over here and our little painting corner, and I end up having some canvases on the floor as well with just things that we finished up painting. I thought that that could look nice. I thought about adding like the canvas, what would you call it? It's the stacked canvases in the like, it's like I'm so bad at words. Why do I record voiceovers? I don't know what anything is called. Well, I do, but then as I go to mention it, it just goes out. It just appears out of my brain. But the like shelf that you can stack your canvases on, I thought about putting that there, but it took up too much space, so I just did the canvases on the floor. Anyway, now that I finished attempting to explain that, we are moving on into the bathroom. I'm using this stone from University, which I think is really pretty. It's in the kitchen as well. And we just have a shower tub combo using the same cabinets or countertops that we used in the kitchen in this beautiful, like dusty green color. I think it's so pretty. I don't know why, but like this swatch is something that makes me so happy. I really, really enjoyed it. And then I ended up using this mirror from the outdoor retreat pack. I think it just added a little bit of character to this space. And then I needed to add this rug from Seasons, just the leaves on it, the two different colors. It feels very autumn to me, but not like too in your face like I had mentioned. And then that's pretty much it for this apartment. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do let me know what you think, and make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. That really does help me out. You can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the screenshots, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.